to Reclaim TV. My name's Elisa. I'm the coach here at Embraced Mama. And what we're wanting to bring to you with Reclaim TV is ultimately the stories and the journeys that these mums are going on that have joined Reclaim. It's a really exciting program that we've launched, and we can't wait to share the stories and the journeys with you. And we're all about helping mums, and one of the biggest things I notice is that every mum is struggling in some way. And I think that what we're missing and what we've lost is that sense of community, that village with other women, with like-minded women, and being part of something that's bigger than ourselves. An uplifting and supportive group of women that bring connection, fun, adventure, creativity, and that sense of self that we're missing in our lives. Self-care, self-love, you know the words, right? Reclaim brings that village, and we inspire positive mindset. We promote healthy, nourishing habits and re-energizing movement programs that are about celebration and not punishment. And really just about putting ourselves back in that priority list. And it's like I've said this so many times, it's not about me first, it's about me too. Ultimately, we want to create a generation of mums that not just survive through motherhood, but thrive. And the spiral-on effect is that so does your family. So enjoy today's episode, and without further ado, I'll introduce you to today's guest. Enjoy.
Okay, so welcome today. Today's episode, I've got a really cool guest on, and watching Kathleen's sort of progress through the program has been really, really cool. So I'd like to welcome Kathleen, or Kitty, that we call you, onto the show today. So I wanted to bring you on because, like I said, you've got a really cool story to tell, and I've watched, things that you posted, and your sort of progress in the group and with the program has been really cool. And I think that you've got a great story to share with other mums that will be watching. So let's sort of get clear, like in the last 5-6 weeks, like what's changed for you? What are the biggest changes that you've noticed?
Definitely my approach to exercise has changed. My mindset regarding taking the time to go and do that. And also my mindset on not how I parent, but how I'm getting involved in my parenting, because one of my biggest things was being on the sidelines.
Yes.
Feeling like I was missing out. I was always witnessing the kids having fun, and even watching Gareth with my kids have fun.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why I felt I wasn't enjoying participating with the kids as much, or why I felt a lack of adventure and fun in life in general. And it's because I was standing back so much. So
yeah.
I think the program has helped me view, like you promote so strongly the prioritizing yourself is not me first, but me too.
Yeah.
And that from day one changed my whole outlook on everything. That one little sentence was huge for me.
Yeah, wow, and isn't it so true? Because I think it comes with that responsibility of becoming a mother, that that's the process, I think, through which we lose ourselves, and we lose that fun, adventurous side to us, and we take on that serious responsibility. And obviously at the very beginning, when we have this beautiful little baby to care for, it is all about them, and it is a huge responsibility. But as time goes on, your children benefit so much more from seeing you, in amongst it, and that's a really cool like epiphany. And I love that you took on that whole me too sort of principle that we have. So that's awesome.
That's my thing, that one sentence. And I've even, like, I just want to share that with everyone now. I want everyone to feel how I feel regarding that. You just want everyone to say, me too, you're important, you can do this, and take the time, because when your cup is full, you can just give so much more.
Yeah, so true. So true. And so, if you were to think back in the past, like what would you, have been doing, to get healthier and fitter and stronger? Like Kathleen's a yoga instructor, and you're amazing, and it's really interesting. Actually, let's go back a little bit and share, like, why did you take this program on, when you're obviously an instructor, and what were you hoping to get out of it?
Yeah, I was flat, and I thought I knew enough to pull myself out of that mind frame. And I don't know, with my yoga practice, I've learned a lot about mindset and mindfulness and being present and being grateful. And I thought I had all these tools, but I needed I don't know, something else. Maybe it was the structure of the program, the support of all the ladies that are online kind of answering and giving advice. I'm not exactly sure, but it's refocused me, and it's pulled in all those tools and kind of brought them into one area where I can utilize them to start benefiting me again, almost like retraining and remembering everything I do know. And I think we all know deep down, but I don't know, it just reaffirms everything that I know.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, let's go back to that question. What would you have done in the past to pull yourself out?
Well, I always come back to yoga and meditation, but that wasn't replenishing my energy levels. So what I've learned through your program was my nutrition as well that really needed cleaning up. Like, you think you eat well, but I could have been eating a lot better and a lot more, which is strange because I wasn't hungry and I wasn't craving anything. And it was because I wasn't giving my body enough. My metabolism had been really flat. So I'd learned, like, with your program, I was eating better because it was structured. It was written out on our nutrition plans. And by doing that, it's boosted my energy hugely. Whereas relying on yoga and meditation is great, but it wasn't the whole picture.
Yeah.
It was like a small portion. So it's kind of filled in all those gaps I was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's yeah, so cool. Look, I've got one more question for you. No, you kind of already mentioned this, but like, what do you think is the biggest help on this journey? Was it the support or the group of women, or was it the information that you received? And I know you kind of have answered this question, but let's reiterate that.
I think a combination of all of that, and a lot of it for me is the structure. I liked having everything really laid out and planned. Like, I'm probably a bit of a perfectionist, so I loved having my little booklets for the movement and for the eating. And then by uploading that, it creates this accountability with all the other people on the course. So I don't know, all the information, especially, you've somehow pulled everything into this one program. It's like a one-stop shop now. It covers
yes.
movement and your mindset. I don't know, it's like it's just all spread out in front of me and I can focus on it. So it has to be like every part of that. You've done amazing to pull this together. I love it. I just want everyone to have a go of it.
Thank you. That's so lovely. Actually, no, I have one more question. What kind of advice would you give to yourself maybe a year ago? What kind of advice would you give to yourself now that you've gone through the program and you've learned some new tools and how to bring it together? Like, what kind of advice would you give to her?
I don't know, to be kinder to myself, it's like learning to be your own best friend again. And that looking after yourself when you eat well and you do these amazing exercises that you prescribe that are really core driven and pelvic floor driven. I don't know, it feels like you're nurturing yourself. So that advice I would have given myself a year ago is to bring in all that self-love again. And you don't have to starve, you don't have to smash yourself in the gym. It's to take care of yourself and take that time to do that without any guilt, without any shame, because it's really important, not only physically but for your mental well-being as well.
Yes, so true. We need to kind of lose that whole quick fix and crazy diets and exercises and just learn to like be kinder to ourselves and a bit more nurturing. So that's exactly what my hope was with the program and my whole philosophy. So and it's really cool that you see that.
This can be ongoing for such a long time, for me anyway. Once the 6 weeks finishes, this is this is continuous for me. And I know that, like, you go up and down with your motivation and things, but I'll always fall back to this.
Yep. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Kat. Seriously, Kitty, like, this is a really cool story, and I really can't wait to share this with everybody. And it's been amazing having you on, and really thank you for sharing a story. I know it's hard to get on a video and talk, but you're a rock star. You did it well, and I'm really excited, like you said, to see where you go with these tools and knowledge, that you have now, like in the next 6 to 12 weeks. So,
thank you. You've helped me find fun again. You really, like, just to mud fights with the kids, to sneaky tequila shots with my friends. Like, it's all balance, I know, but it's getting back into life, and I'm so grateful. So thank you.
Beautiful. No, thank you. And I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being on. And I will see you in the group for the next week or two. So beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
So if you've watched the show and you can resonate with today's guest, and maybe you feel like you've tried so many diets and programs, and you're still stuck, you keep finding that you lose your motivation along the way, and maybe you're stuck right now, maybe you feel like you've lost yourself on this journey we call motherhood, and I want to help you. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm opening up 3 spots in my coaching program, and what you're going to receive is a VIP upgrade, as well as 50% off our coaching packages. So, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I don't have the time for this. I've tried it all. I don't have the money to invest this, because I've done them all and I've failed at them, and this is not going to work. This is no different from what I'm doing. And I can tell you that, just like today's guest, this program only exists for mothers like them that are ready to reclaim themselves, that really feel like this journey that we take as mothers, that we really just lose ourselves along the way, and we put ourselves on the bottom of our priority list. And I can tell you, this program exists for mothers like that. So if this is you, all I'm going to ask you to do is to click the link below. Start 2018 feeling revived, feeling like you finally reclaimed yourself and your life. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions, really just to make sure that this program is the right fit for you. So I hope to see you on the other side. Click the button below, take the application process, and I really just can't wait to see how this can change your life. So that's a wrap from us here today on Reclaim TV, and I hope to see you on another episode.